Hey everyone, welcome back to the Awesome Agents podcast. Today we're talking about Luma AI, and they just dropped something pretty big.
Yeah, this one caught my eye right away. They're calling it Luma Agents, and the architecture underneath it's truly interesting.
So give me the quick version. What did Luma actually launch here?
The core idea is you hand it a creative brief, say, a product ad meet, and it handles the whole pipeline copy, images, video clips, voiceover, all of it, without you switching between 10 different tools.
That sounds like what a lot of companies have been promising for a while. What makes this different?
The thing they're betting on is a new model they call Uni-1. It's a decoder only transformer, but the unusual part is that it processes text tokens and image tokens in the same forward pass.
It plans the image the way a reasoning model plans an answer.
That is the idea. And they expose a reasoning effort parameter in the API, borrowed straight from the reasoning model playbook. More compute upfront, fewer wasted generation cycles downstream.
That's actually a smart design, especially if you are running expensive video generation at the end of the pipeline.
Right, because one bad planning step early on means you burn a VO3 call or a Ray 3.14 render on something you were going to throw away anyway.
Hold on, VO3, Ray 3.14. What's the full list here? Is Uni-1 doing all of this itself?
No, and this is the other interesting part. Uni-1 handles planning and reasoning, but for production output, it routes to a stack of specialized models.
So it's an orchestrator.
A smart orchestrator. The list includes Ray 3.14 from Luma itself for primary video, VO3 from Google, Seedream from ByteDance for images, 11 Labs for audio, and GPT Image 1.5 as a fallback.
That's a lot of third-party dependencies for something you're selling to enterprise clients.
That is literally one of my concerns. If ByteDance access changes or Google deprecates an API, the stack breaks in ways Luma doesn't fully control.
And the customers are serious ones. Publicis Group, Adidas, Mazda, Saudi AI company Humane.
Humane is also one of the investors. They led the $900 million Series C last year. AMD also participated.
So the first customer is also a major backer. That's an interesting dynamic.
It is. And the money is going towards something called Project Halo, a 2 gigawatt compute supercluster. That context matters for understanding how they can afford to run an orchestration layer on top of third-party model APIs.
Okay, so what are the real red flags here? Because this is still a gradual rollout, not a general release.
Three things. First, the model routing is a black box. Luma decides which external model runs your task, and there's no documented way to override it. For agencies with strict brand guardrails, that is a problem.
That would drive me crazy if I were a creative director. You need to know why the system made a choice.
Second, there is no independent benchmark data on Uni-1 yet. The demos look polished, but we cannot compare it to other multimodal systems until third parties run standardized evals.
So we are taking their word for it right now.
Basically. And third, the gradual rollout means no SLA. Enterprise teams cannot plan production schedules around guaranteed availability.
So what's the honest comparison? Not Luma agents versus, say, a standalone video generator.
No, the right comparison is Luma agents versus building your own orchestration layer with an agent framework and individual API integrations. Luma is betting creative teams do not want to do that plumbing themselves.
And for ad agencies running dozens of campaigns at scale, that bet is probably correct.
Probably. The agency angle is smart. Ad campaigns are already multimodal, storyboard, script, video, voiceover may, and they map poorly onto single-purpose tools.
They also announced a $1 million Cannes Lions competition this month, targeting the ad industry from multiple directions.
The architecture is truly cleaner than bolting together an LLM and a diffusion model with duct tape. The real question is whether Uni-1's reasoning quality justifies the design in production conditions.
So this is one to watch over the next few months. All right, thanks, Maya. This was a good one. Links to the full article are at awesomeagents.ai, and we'll see you next time.
See you next week.